Greetings, greetings, greetings. You're now tuned in to Soulful King, who no longer has a dream, but has a mission I will achieve. I'm here to raise the energy, the frequency, and vibrations of souls. With that being said, you have now entered a sacred space of love and light. If you are new here, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can see everything I post here. All right, you can keep up with the board as well. I usually do post on the board, on YouTube board, pictures, things like that. So check for information I have there. Um, if you are an OG subscriber, I love you. Thank you for always riding with me, being here. Everyone knows that my mission here is to guide, to educate, to heal, and protect myself and others. All right. And with that being said, we're going to dive right in. All my Oracle cards have already been pre shuffled. My spirit team is present. All right. Protection have already been called over this whole reading. Rules of any collective timeless reading. These readings are timeless, they are general, they're not meant for one person. So only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Do not force anything to fit your life. If it don't apply, let it fly. All right. Thank you so much for being here. This is a safe space. No matter where you're from, what you believe in, and who you choose to love, you are welcome here. Let's dive in. What do we have for the collective? We're going to start off with an animal spirit message. Like I said before, I'm not going to keep saying it. I think it's just my own perfectionism. That's something I'm working on. All my oracle cards have already been pre-shuffled. All right. I trust my gifts and the cards don't lie. All praise to the Most High. Ashe. What animal spirit message do you have for my soul family? What do they need to know at this moment? What animal spirit message do the viewers need to know at this moment? What animal spirit message do my soul family need to know at this moment? All right. The animals were really picking. I love the energy. I love the energy. Okay. This is not really an animal spirit, but this is an animal spirit message. And I'm going to show you how it goes. It says personal choice. All right. It says close your eyes. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes at this moment, viewer. Close your eyes and just listen to my voice. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? And embrace those qualities. All right. So you need to close your eyes, and whatever animal that you imagine when your eyes are closed or were closed, what are the strengths of the animal? What are their strengths that they're known for? Okay. What wisdom do that animal shares? And embrace that wisdom and embrace that strength from the animal that you are imagining when you close your eyes. That is your message overall. Awesome. I like that for you. So your overall message is to gain the wisdom and the strength from the animal that you are imagining. It's a personal choice. It doesn't matter what animal, just the first animal that pops in your mind when you close your eyes, when you imagine. All right. Okay. I heard. They said use the African goddess rising oracle. So I'm going to use the African goddess oracle deck. I trust my gifts and the cards don't lie. All praises to the Most High. Share. What message do we have for my soul family? What messages do you have for my soul family? What messages do you have for the viewer that is watching? Let their eyes hear. Let their eyes see. Let their ears hear. All right. Zola. Every now and then you're gonna hear Zola barking when she hears someone's outside. All right. So we got divine lineage, etheric chords, and we have surrender. The number 6 can be significant to someone, the number 44 or the number 27. Okay, July 2nd, February 7th, April 4th. Okay, June 27th can be significant to someone as well. You can have a 6-year old, you may be 44 years old, you have a 27-year old, and it says you have Sarah Lakali, divine lineage, Urzuli Dantor, etheric code, and Aset, surrender. Okay, these African goddesses. So before I read into them, the first thing I'm getting with divine lineage, etheric chords, and surrender is something you need to cut off. Some this is given generational curse breaker. I'm getting something that's in your divine lineage, something that's been in your lineage. You need it changes with you. Okay, you got etheric chords like cord cutting. I said machete here, cutting something out of your divine lineage that didn't belong there. This could be you starting a new family as well. This could be you keeping the lineage going, but cutting parts that were unhealthy, like I would say traits, characteristics, things, people, places, items that your family have kept in the lineage and thought was healing to them, and it probably was for them at the time. Okay, and what you're doing is you built your family and you're doing things traditional, but you're also doing it your own way. You're cord cutting. You're cutting um the etheric cord. You're cutting. You're not cutting your lineage off. You're cutting that. How can I say this? Not in the path. You're cutting that part, that season that your lineage held on to that they thought was healing to them, or um, it's just something that your lineage had been doing that they thought was good or they thought was healing. Or and you were like, I'm gonna take what y'all did and remix this. We're gonna cut some of this off because this is unneeded, this is unhealthy, and we're not gonna keep carrying this through my bloodline. Because somebody has a son and a daughter here. They like, we're not gonna keep doing this. A lot of tradition. There's a lot of things I'm gonna do. I could tell the way they got it. Her and her children got crowns. Okay, so they spiritually are royal. Spiritually, okay, they honor their traditions. The way they're dressed, but she like, I'm doing things with her machete. I'm doing things my own way. Okay, I'm not doing 100% traditional. Okay, we gonna do it like this because that was healthy in y'all time, and we grew up like that, thinking that was right. But I have a mind for my own self that is not right. So I'm not gonna do that part. Okay, that is not right. And sometimes I say that because we think that our parents and our grandparents, great grandparents are right because they're older and they do hold wisdom. And let me affirm to you, they do hold wisdom. They are our elders, they're our teachers, they're our guidance, they're our protectors, they're our healers. But um, age doesn't have nothing to do with um, wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience. So that just means that a child can hold a lot of experience compared to an adult based on what they've been through and how they overcame it so maturely as a child. Still doesn't mean that you don't need a mentor. It doesn't mean that you don't need an elder. It just, you may be a little more experienced than this elder, this person. Just because they're older than you doesn't mean they're more experienced. They've lived longer, they've seen more, they've overcame more. So it sounds very contradicting, but a child can really be born into this world and have all that wisdom within them that you've learned through all those years, and they handled the situation different than how you probably handled it back in the day, and they're just like, I hear you, but I'm not doing it exactly the way you did it, because the way you did it is the reason why somebody could be family member or partner, significant other could be in the situation they in, because the way they handle it. You chose to be like, nope, we're not doing that. You get what I'm saying? I would say, just I'm gonna use a prime example. You may be used to, your family may come from people that just always peaceful. They're just always peaceful. They just like, There's nothing wrong with this. We're just gonna pray it out. We got to. They just always want to be peaceful, want to be kumbaya. You like no traditional? Yes. I'm gonna dress. I'm gonna keep my head covered. My children gonna know where they come from. But I got a machete, not hands. I'm not playing. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that of somebody. Like what? And then the surrender. Let's work on the surrender over here. And surrendering is just like to me. What I'm saying now is surrendering to the change. Okay, surrendering to the change. I'm also not trying to be funny, but I'm being real. And that's why I said I'm here to educate, to guide, to heal, protect myself and others. I'm also seeing what I'm saying. I'm going to speak on what I speak on because I told Spirit, let my eyes see, let my ears hear, let my mouth speak, let my feet be guided, let my hands work. If you are a spiritualist, and I want to say this without science sounding biased, but I am reading their energy, and this is what Spirit is telling me. There are some things that can't be taught to outsiders or anybody of a different ethnicity and culture. Okay, there's some things. I say that because let's be honest, you see this white baby, this Caucasian baby, and this black melanated woman. Okay, breastfeeding. I say that as if this is your divine lineage, and this is for someone, or this could be for many. Only take resonates. Something that your lineage does spiritually. Okay, she's crowned. She's an elder. You've been crowned. Your children even been crowned. They're not even older yet because it's a lineage thing. It's etheric cord. This is something from your lineage, divine lineage, etheric cord. Follow the story. Something that you have now became a spiritualist, a high priestess, an elder, and you became her. You became your ancestor on earth. You're carrying the torch, okay, and you're teaching your children, but you also are teaching somebody else. And I'm not being funny, but I'm only reading the cards, okay? I have to say this because I have so many friends and family, and I'm not a biased person, but I'm gonna be real when it comes down to spiritual things. There's some things that are closed to certain cultures and ethnicities and ethnic groups. There's certain things you can and cannot do. I'm not gonna say that you can never learn nothing from any ethnicity or culture. That's part of we all have something to bring to the table and sharing knowledge. But everyone knows what sacred knowledge is. There's a difference between normal knowledge, light a white candle. White candles are for purity, for peace. And then there's certain things that I'm not going to say on may how to use that white candle differently. You get what I'm saying? And I can't teach you because I learned that through my ancestor, through divination, through my lineage, compared to me and you sitting in the same classroom learning the same thing from the same teacher. The teacher could be black, white, Hispanic, it don't matter, Chinese, it don't matter. But me and you in the class learning together. I cannot, whoever I'm speaking to, you cannot breastfeed, you cannot baby. Okay, this could be this don't have to be your godchild, somebody you may want to be your godchild. You cannot teach surrender. You hear the surrender. Don't teach them what's in your lineage, what's meant to go through. This child don't have a crown. I'm not being funny. And let's be honest, he do have a type of crown, okay? And that is a crown that represents royalty in Egyptology. Okay, and the different colors represented the hierarchy, okay, the high class and low class. But his crown is a physical crown you put on his head that comes off more like a garment, or ornament, costume. You get what I'm saying? These are spiritual crowns and the aura that's vibrating behind their head. Somebody out here, don't be giving out your lineage gifts. Don't be out here passing on your secrets to other ethnicities and cultures because that is what you consider closed. That is closed. There could be closed rituals. It could be closed spiritual baths. It doesn't matter. Ceremonies. Whatever, just listen to me. Who I'm speaking to, listen to me. I will never tell you anything wrong. I'm only going to speak what Spirit says. Whatever is in your lineage stays in your lineage. Stay in your lineage. Whatever came from your ancestor with this crown, it was passed on. That's why y'all got crowns. I'm not trying to be funny, but facts is facts. This child do not have the same crown as these children. Surrender wanting to be the person. I want to be the mother of all of them. I want to birth everybody. I love everybody. Everybody should be accepted. There's some things that are tied to your lineage. Somebody gonna get this message without being immature, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't want to cause a battle between different spiritual practice, but I'm just trying to be real with somebody. You need to surrender and want to teach everybody. It's okay to be a teacher, but you can't teach everybody everything you know. Teach them enough that at least you're being honest with yourself. You could tell that she royal, how everything, she's honest with herself. She ain't teaching him nothing. He's sitting with her. So whoever's sitting with you, sitting with the best. So you're gonna teach them things. But what you not finna teach this child is what belongs to your lineage, what belongs to your bloodline. Okay? That's what you're not finna do. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but your ancestors like, cut it out. Stop that. Okay? Once again, nothing about being biased because she obviously fed him. She's feeding him. But you could be educating the enemy, who I'm speaking to. Now, these are the messages I picked up from here. Now, I'm going to get you the messages that associate with each card. So here we have Sarala Kali. Sarala Kali, divine lineage. Okay, she is an ancestor. Her element is water. Okay, she's a great ancestress. Sarah La Kali, meaning Sarah the Black. Okay, she was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of the Romani people. Her oral history says that Santa Sarah had the highest divine lineage. She had the highest divine lineage. So who I'm talking about? You come from a royal lineage. That's why you already crowned your children crown. It says your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside and within you trust. Your ancestors trying to tell you something. They tell you to trust them. They walk with you. Okay, walk beside you, with you, within you, with you. And she's one of your oldest. This could be one of your eldest ancestors. This could be the matriarch of the family, letting you know this. Okay, the embodiment of this card, divine lineage, it says your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of the divine. Create or nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. Unbury your ancestors. Speak their names. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. Okay. It says the goddess declaration, whether you male or female. Okay. It says, I am my sister and my sister is me. Okay. Someone could have had a sister that transitioned as well, and she was your big sister. I am my sister is me. It doesn't mean that you're literally her, she's literally you, but this person was very, very spiritual. Um, you call on the power of your big sister that was very protective. Okay, ask your big sister protect you how she was protecting you when she was here. Your big sister that was very spiritual. Okay, call on them. Your ancestor, the midwives. Okay, call on your root workers and your shamans, your medicine mothers. Okay, call on your conjure, your mamas. Okay, your big mom. Call on her. She's with you. She's here. She's here. Okay, they say create or nourish your ancestor altar your shrine. Mm-hmm. Unbury your ancestors, speak their name loudly. Unbury them. Other people may keep them silent. Maybe there may be so many people in your family that don't ever speak this name as often as you do. They say unbury them. They want you to speak it more. Okay, that's almost like I'm gonna use myself as an example. That could be my siblings and all of us. My grandfather transitioned this year in January. No one probably speaks or keep his name alive or tell his stories as much as I do. I'm not saying they don't, but I know I tell them stories all the time, or I constantly. Everyone, like you could tell, it's like, dang, you you talk about your granddad a lot. You must really loved him. Keep him alive. He was funny. I'm talking about him now. My granddad was funny. Okay, Ralph Frank Denard. He was funny. He was our Mr. Brown of the family. Everybody loved him. His friends and family, even at the funeral, everybody was just. He was just so funny. He was just so funny. Everybody, he had them laughing. I was like, my granddad was somebody that was loved because he was so funny. He was just funny. Everybody was just saying he just a jokester. He was just goofy. He lived his life. But one thing everybody could say is he was funny, and that's what they mean. Somebody keep him alive. Somebody may not keep them alive today. You speak on the ancestor's name today. Okay, never let them be forgotten. Let them know that they're loved and never forgotten. They're honored and respected. Okay, because they with you at all times. I love this for you. The next card is Urzuli Dentor. I know that this is an Haitian spirit. Urzuli Dentor. Okay, she is from the Temple of Lovers. Her element is fire. I told you about that calm water and you like, nah, I'm fire. I said that earlier. Urzuli Dentor fought elbow to elbow with her people during the Haitian Revolution to protect mothers and children. She represents the healing of the Dark Mother. The healing of the Dark Mother. I told you, healing something. Oh, somebody. I trust my gifts for the cards don't lie. It's like I'm not doing what y'all doing. I'm cutting this off. This is where healing starts. I love this. I get giddy when stuff resonate, and I always say I trust my gifts and the cards don't lie. But then when you go back and read other information and it's resonating, like I was already talking and speaking on these cards before I pulled this book, and it's kind of resonating with exactly, not even kind of, it's resonating exactly what I said. I love that. I love that. That reassures that this message is for someone. It says the guidance from Urzuli Dantor is if it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. If it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. That is her guidance to you. That's what etheric chords is. If it's not wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. Okay? The energy chords binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. You must be willing to let go. Close your eyes, see divine swords, or swords of God, goddesses, loving light, separating you and dissolving the cords between you. You are both whole and healed. Just as you shower to cleanse physical grime, there is also grime in the form of energy cords, also called karmic ribbons, emotional cords, or etheric cords. Spiritual maintenance is required. I am worthy, I am compassionate, and I am whole. Okay, that's your declaration that you are worthy, compassionate, and whole. Someone need to do a cord cutting, etheric cord cutting. Okay, from this card, it is saying that someone you're tied to. This could be someone in your lineage as well. The energy cords binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. You must be willing to let go. Okay, this also could be someone. This could be someone in your lineage. Okay, and they could be alive, and you don't want to let them go. Okay, and this could be an ancestor speaking to you, a patriarch of your family, letting you know that I'm here with you through it all. I help you heal because I understand. I see what's going on in this lineage, and that long it's giving me long wooden spoon, and they letting you know it's okay. Surrender, surrender, let it go. Okay, someone you no longer wish to be attached to. This could also be a baby father, someone you had children with, someone you no longer wish to be attached to, but you have children with them. And if this, I trust you're not in this situation. If you're in a situation where you stand with them because you have children, your ancestors got you. You are covered, crowned, and your children are covered and crowned. You are good. Ask for their help. They'll help you with the situation. They want you to close your eyes, and they said, see the swords of gods and goddesses, loving light, separating you and dissolving the cord between you and this person. Okay, whether it's a person, a partner, or a family member, because remember that you both are whole and healed. You are whole and you are complete. There's nothing missing. There's nothing missing from them either. They're whole and they're complete as well. It's just that y'all energy don't resonate because you don't want somebody else thinking that they're not whole and complete just because y'all not working out. Because they can feel the same way about you. They may feel like you're not whole and complete because y'all not working out. That's the blame game. That's the pointing the fingers. We don't want to do that. We don't want to point fingers and blame game because something not working out. Y'all just no longer resonate on the same frequency anymore. That's the reason why it says you are both whole and healed. Okay? Do a cord cutting, release that energy. If you're gonna do it on paper, parchment paper or brown paper bag, however you do it, if you're doing it with paper, fold it away from you 3 times. Okay, write that person's name down, release their energy from your mind, your body, and your spirit. Okay. After you do release that energy, call back your energy. After you call back your energy, make sure you follow up with protection. Because when you release and you're cleansing, you are vulnerable. You are open. So after you do any releasing or cleansing, make sure that you follow back up with protection. All right. I love this for somebody. And last but not least, we have accept with surrender. And accept is from the temple of High Priestess. Okay, so we have a lot of we have lovers temple, the High Priestess temple, and the ancestral temple. Okay, so this is the high priest. The high priest gives me that this is you. You have your ancestors, and you have love in the middle. So this could be something that you are aware of. You could be in a partnership with somebody. Like I said, it could be a baby father. And if y'all don't have children together and those are just your children and you with somebody and they, y'all basically y'all probably got into the beginning relationship and they accepted you with 2 kids, or you end up being with somebody who had 2 kids, and maybe in the future y'all would think about having kids together, or y'all probably brought y'all families together. He had 2 kids, you got 2 kids, vice versa. Only take what resonates. However it goes, there's love here, there's ancestral energy here, and then there's you. So your ancestors are with you all the way through and through. Okay, believe it. Speak their names. Don't let them die. Honor them, respect them. Clean that altar. Pour libation outside. It could be coffee, it could be water. Okay, they here to help you. Okay, Arzuli Dantor is here to help you. Clear those etheric cords. Cord cut that energy from the ties that you have with this person. Why? Because your ancestors are ready for you to step over this threshold. There's flowers at her door, and she's in the threshold, but she hasn't stepped over with her children yet. Okay, so somebody need to cut this cord so that they're able to move forward and step through this new realm, this new path. I said with surrender, her element is the bush. So we have fire, water, and the bush is earth. All right. So air. Somebody need to speak. There's no air here. Somebody speak. Chord cut. Somebody do. You can speak air. You can write air. You can sky gaze. That's air. Stargaze. That's air. Your mind thinking in general is air. I already said writing, singing. That all is air because there's fire, water, and earth here. So someone need to speak, write, use the air element. Goddess Aset is revered as a magical healer and sorceress. She of 10,000 names. You may know her as Isis, her Greek name, or Aset, or Wuset. Iset was worshipped in ancient Nubia, the Sudan region, Egypt, and beyond. Let it all go. Say aloud now. This is your guidance. Let it all go. Say it aloud now. I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. I surrender. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Stop trauma bonding. Okay, you got two kids, I got two kids, we come together to be a family. Stop trauma bonding. Oh, I need somebody who will help me with my kids. Your ancestors there. You don't need nobody. You need yourself. You powerful, you stronger than you think. Stop trauma bonding. That's trauma. Stop bonding around struggle. It's trauma bonding. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill the gaps. Allow spirit to carry you and fill the gaps. And if you want to be honest, this is a spirit. This is Arzuli Dantor. And she's in the middle of what? The threshold, the gap. Okay. You don't have to figure it all out. God or goddess. The God or goddess has your back. Okay. Aset has your back. Arzuli has your back. Sarah Lee Kali has your back. You don't have to figure it all out. Have faith in where you are at this moment. Okay. And declare this to yourself. Affirm it. You confirm it in the messages. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. This was this was amazing. This was amazing message. So to start off the reading with the animal spirit, whatever animal spirit that you were thinking on, you need to pull on the strength and the wisdom from the animal spirit, and then the goddesses of Sudan, of Africa, of Haiti. Um, they are supporting you. Okay, Aset Arzuli Dantor and Sarah Lee Kali, they are supporting you. Your ancestors are supporting you. Okay, the oldest ancestor in your maternal lineage is supporting you. Definitely. They want you to let go, surrender, cut the cords, stop self sabotaging by trauma bonding with people. Okay, stop thinking that you're alone because you may have to do it alone. But in the physical, you think you alone because it's just you. Because you like, I live in reality and it is just me. But your ancestors like, yeah, you live in reality. I'm in the reality with you, just in the spirit realm. The spirit realm and physical reality is like a thin layer. I'm right here. If you need me, let me know. I can help you. Seek guidance within. I'm here. Surrender, let go. Gain that strength. Gain that wisdom from that animal spirit. This has been very beautiful. And I'm gonna wrap it up with Raise Your Vibrations. Because I love the raise vibrations. I already pre-shuffled my deck, but since I'm already shuffling it again, forgive me. I never shuffle again after I shuffle. All right, I trust my gifts in the cards and allow praises to the Most High. I share. What messages do you have for my soul family? Messages for the viewer at this moment. What do they need to know for their highest good? So we had two messages that popped out. All right. The messages is it is safe for you to shine. It is safe for you to shine. Okay. It is safe for you to shine. You may. It's safe for you to shine alone. Okay. Because with this surrender and cord cutting, it is safe for you to shine alone. You don't have to have nobody with you. Okay. I could do bad all by myself. We don't have to trauma bond to struggle. I can struggle by myself. It's safe for me to shine by myself. Okay. Whether it's good publicity, bad publicity, it's safe for me to do it by myself. It is safe because I know I'm not alone. I know my ancestors here every step of the way. And when I don't know what to do, I'm at a crossroads. Your ancestors came back trying to raise your vibration by saying, "What? Where there's a will, there's a way. Follow the yellow brick road. Where there's a will, there's a way. Follow the yellow brick road." How they traveled the journey to go ask the wizard just to take them back home, but she can go home all alone. Somebody It's safe for you to shine alone. That's all I'm trying to say. It's safe for you to shine alone because whoever this is, where there's a will, there's a way. And me using that analogy from the Wiz or the Wizard, you got all these people surrounding you. You gather all these people along your journey, trauma bonding, just for you to end up by yourself again, anyways. Because technically, Dorothy had to go back home, and she went back home with Toto. She didn't come with the 10 men or none of them people. She met them along her journey, but she went back home by herself. Okay, so somebody need to come back home to their self, release those people. Come back home to yourself. Your ancestors are waiting for you. I'm not who I'm speaking to. Come back home to yourself. Your ancestors are waiting for you. They let you know that it's safe for you to shine by yourself. You don't have to carry everybody. I'm not being funny. These are obviously her children, but like you don't have to carry everybody. She can come to the threshold by herself with a machete. She do not need somebody to hold on to her and hanging on to her. Okay, she got her ancestors. She got her ancestors. Surrender. Stop being everybody mama. Like she nurturing another baby, and she over here got two of them. Like even if they're not your children, and you watching somebody else's children and stuff like that, stop taking on so much responsibility. You could be in an interracial relationship. There's nothing wrong with being in an interracial relationship. There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship with anybody. It's the trauma bonding. Okay, I want you to surrender to that. Shine by yourself. And if you don't know, just know where there's a will, there is a way. Okay? Your ancestors want you to lean more into them so they can help you release these trauma bonds or these bonds that no longer serve your purpose, your highest good. You could say it just like that. I release any bonds and connections that do not serve my highest good, that do not raise my frequency, that do not raise my vibration. That is not good for my highest good. That is not healthy for my highest good. Like you release it. You can write it down, you can say it out loud, but let go. At the bottom of the deck, we have feeling fear is a call for love. Don't be afraid because where there's a will, there's a way. And it's safe for you to shine. Feeling fear is a call for love. If you are afraid, call on your ancestors. Let them know. Tell them, I need your love and protection. I'm afraid I can't do this alone. I need you. I know you've always been here with me. I know you've always supported me, but I need you now. I need you. But you got to surrender what you've been holding on to, too. Okay? You can't open new doors with old keys because they already there waiting. I love this for y'all. With that being said, I'm going to send all your divine energy and release your spirit team back to you fully and complete. I'm going to call all my divine healing energy back to me. If you are new here, hit that like. Okay, hit that share, subscribe, make sure notification bells so you can see everything I post. If you are OG subscriber, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank y'all for all the donations that you send um, to YouTube. Thank you for the stickers. Thank you for supporting. All right. This allowed me to continue doing what I'm doing to deliver the messages. I'll see y'all next time. I love you. Peace.